Time now for the morning rush. We'll start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Still looking at some spotty to scattered storms favored for the northern mountains as well as southern Colorado. They're pretty isolated in coverage. I mean, Albuquerque and everybody to the south is just going to see plain old sunshine, but we should see a few more of these storms developing over the high country. Very similar conditions as we get into tomorrow, first part of the afternoon, but more of those storms and potentially severe storms expected over the northeastern plains. Adam?
As you get ready to head out the door, we're following the day's top local stories, and we're going to start with Catherine Mazzone here in the Newsplex.
Happening today, the 16-year-old teen accused of gunning down 6 people in a Clovis library is scheduled to make his first court appearance. The Curry County District Attorney tells us this detention hearing will determine whether Nathaniel Jewett will stay behind bars. Documents reveal Jewett walked into the library just after 4 Monday. After a stop in the bathroom, he told police he came out shooting and yelling, walking through the library until officers arrived. Jewett's accused of killing 2 library workers and injuring 4 more. The chilling details in the affidavit for arrest warrant coming up in the 5 Facts. Fernanda?
As rescue efforts continue in Texas, New Mexico is stepping up to help. Today, about 8 New Mexico State police officers are deploying to Houston to help in the relief efforts. Also, members of the Las Cruces technical rescue team are in that area helping to evacuate residents from flooded neighborhoods. The Roswell Fire Department is also said to be sending firefighters to the region. Also, the New Mexico National Guard says it has deployed 3 aircraft to help with damage assessment in Texas. 80 personnel are on notice to prepare for deployment if additional orders are given. Adam?
If you plan to fill up before work or school this morning, you're likely going to notice higher gas prices at the pump. The extensive damage to the nation's energy industry following Harvey continues to cause fuel shortages. The national average for a gallon of gas today, $2.44 per AAA. That's up 10 cents from a week ago. In New Mexico, it's up 8 cents over last week. New this morning, South Korea's military says the United States flew supersonic bombers and fighter jets over South Korea overnight. The show of force follows North Korea sending off a potentially nuclear-capable intermediate-range ballistic missile over northern Japan. North Korea later called it a meaningful prelude to containing the U.S. territory of Guam. Kristen?
Metro Threat Index at a 0 today. We've got nice warm temperatures in the 80s. Lots of sun too. Rain chances will stay out of our area for now, but we could see a few spot showers getting into tomorrow afternoon. Sarah?
A first-of-its-kind fitness class is being offered right here in Albuquerque that's bringing a whole new meaning to the term BYOB. It's the Bring Your Own Baby Circuit Training Workout being offered at Helix Coffee and Yoga, a mommy or daddy baby workout with a twist that's building strength while having fun bonding experience with your baby. The class consists of a resistance workout with the baby in a carrier. The next class is September 14th. Adam?
This morning, developers have another go-ahead to move forward with planning the Santolina project. Commissioners voted 3-2 just last night to approve changes to the Level B master plan. Water has been the most controversial part of the project, with many fearing there won't be enough. Now developers may begin negotiations with the Albuquerque-Bernalillo County Water Authority over water. Drivers will soon notice speed vans once again in Santa Fe after the city council passed that proposal in a narrow vote last night. The vote 5-4, councilors voted to resume the traffic enforcement program in the capital city. A speeder would be fined $50 for a first offense. Proponents say the proposal is a cost-efficient improvement to road safety, but some critics question the program's effectiveness. Kristen?
Time now for a check on your morning commute. Not seeing anything major out there. Looking pretty good on both interstates, and surface routes at this point are clear. Of course, we'll keep you updated throughout the morning if we hear of anything coming into the newsroom.
Are scheduled for today as Britain marks the 20th anniversary of Princess Diana's car crash death. Her life touched the hearts of millions across the world, and her death triggered an unprecedented wave of mourning. Many people in the United Kingdom and across the world are using this week to remember her legacy. American dads are getting older. New facts this morning. A study at Stanford shows the average age of newborns' fathers has gone up by 3.5 years since the 1970s. Men over the age of 40 now account for about 9% of U.S. births. The potential downside, researchers say older fatherhood is also linked to higher rates of disorders, including autism and schizophrenia. Tens of thousands of partygoers in Spain are likely cleaning up this morning after throwing 175 tons of overripe tomatoes at each other. That looks disgusting. That epic food fight known as the La Tomatina from last night brings more than 20,000 people in from both Spain and abroad. They gathered for the messy battle together.
Dear.
Partygoers from around the world crammed the narrow streets to hit each other with squashed tomatoes. Here, I think the worst part about this for me is just how close everybody is.
Yeah. Is overripe like a nice way of saying moldy?
Yeah, or just like squishy and
oh
like
my gosh.
basically.
Ooh, the smell of just old tomatoes.
And people and oh. But you know what? It's fun for some people, so good for them. They enjoyed it.
Some people's ideas. I don't know about that. Time for the 5 facts. We'll start with number 5. An Albuquerque boy who was once homeless is manning his own retail shop this morning. We've told you about 14-year-old Donovan Smith in the past. He learned how to make soap and donated thousands of them to the homeless. Well, recently, TV show host Mike Rowe surprised him by building him his own retail soap store on Silver in downtown Albuquerque. Donovan says 40% of the shop's proceeds will go towards his donations.
Number 4, today is the last day to help a group of friends from New Mexico collect the items they need for the victims of Harvey. Monday, Mrs. New Mexico USA and her friends posted a video asking for donations that they plan to personally deliver to Texas. Since then, 5 donation sites have been filled up with necessities. Drop-off locations on our website, KRQE.com. Number 3, today, Vice President Mike Pence is expected to arrive in Texas to show his support for Harvey victims. This as the death toll climbs to at least 29. Right now, residents on the Texas-Louisiana border are facing a dire warning from authorities to evacuate, or they say loss of life will be certain. Overnight, elderly residents of southeast Texas were evacuated to safety. Less than 12 hours before, they had to be pulled out from several different nursing homes in the Beaumont area.
At number 2, looking at mostly dry conditions for the majority of the state today. High temps in the 80s. Some spotty to scattered storms up north today. We'll see more of those rain chances tomorrow.
Number 1 now, the 16-year-old suspect in that deadly library shooting in Clovis is locked up in a juvenile detention center. He's awaiting a detention hearing, which is expected to happen today. There are also new details about what happened after police say Nathaniel Jewett killed 2 library employees, Wanda Walters and Chrissy Carter, and injured 4 others, including a 10-year-old boy this week. According to documents, after his arrest, he told officers he, quote, planned this for a while and wanted to shoot the school up and then kill himself, but ended up at the library. He also told police he was angry, but never told anybody about it. Jewett told police he took the handguns from his dad's safe at home.